All right, what it is, what it do. J.Rose here. Please like, comment, subscribe. On the road to 500 subs. We halfway there, man. Help your boy out, man. So 2025 is coming to a close, and that means it's time for the creators, hip hop discoursers, hip hop reactors. It's time for us to give y'all our end of the year rankings, and you might not like mine, but you probably will. You probably will. I feel like I got some decent taste here, man. So what we are going to do today, I'm about to give y'all my top 20 hip hop slash rap albums of 2025. I'm going top 20 because I tried to do 10. It's just too many dope projects are getting left off of that list. And people just need to be mentioned, man. We got a lot of we got a lot of dope music this year. And I think it all needs to be highlighted. And even with 20 wasn't enough. I felt like 25 was pushing it. So I'm going to go through my top 20 top hip hop slash rap albums of 2025. The criteria is it must have dropped from January 1st, 2025, all the way up until now. And I'm filming this on December 26th. And with that date in mind, let me wish y'all Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody that celebrates. So I'm going to run through the 20. I'm going to start at 20 and I'm going to go work my way down to 1. I'm going to go through the first 10, not quickly, but we'll see what y'all think, man. Again, like, comment, subscribe. This is J.Rose. You want to go into 2026 with a dope reactor, a dope discourser, making that word up. Holla at your boy, man. J.Rose live and direct in the flesh. So I'm doing 20 because 10 just isn't enough. These are my personal favorite albums. Without further ado, my top 20 hip hop slash rap albums of 2025. At number 20, I'm going Jay Electronica, A Written Testimony Leaflets. I know, very short EP, about 6-7 songs, but yo, I absolutely love the project. If 3 of the songs didn't get like completely wiped from streaming, I probably would have put it higher. Like if you go look for this right now, 3 songs are wiped, like they're just shaded out on Spotify. And whether that be for sample clearance issues or he might be talking too much. And if you know, you know. I'm not even going to get into too much of it, but Who Killed Michael Jackson is one of the titles that got wiped off of streaming. So you do with that, you take that information and do what you want with it. But that song, it's almost impossible to find. It's only on YouTube now. But Who Killed Michael Jackson by Jay Electronica is like one of the best rap songs I've heard in years. And I implore anybody to go peep that. Jay Elec has a weird, he's a mysterious guy. He's had a strange career trajectory where he goes radio silent for 8 to 10 years. And then this year he dropped like 4 different EPs. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I didn't even really digest all of them, but I was stuck on that Leaflets one, specifically Who Killed Michael Jackson and Japan Airline. Let me pull it up. Okay, yeah. So Who Killed Michael Jackson? Is it possible that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is still physically alive? And Japan Airlines 1628. And, you know, it's a 7-song EP, very short, only 28 minutes. But, yo, please, hip hop fan, go listen to that, man. He's talking. He's talking on there. And I don't want to call it conspiracy theory rap, but I love the way that it evokes thought. Main reason I'm putting that at number 20. Okay, so we're moving on. My 19th favorite hip hop slash rap album of the year. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Unlearning Volume 2 by Evidence. Hey, man. Dope white rapper from over there in Cali. I believe he's from Cali. I don't want to spread misinformation, but I know that he came up with the Dilated Peoples. Don't even know much about that group. I just know that he works closely with Alchemist, and Evidence also has had verses on Makami projects, Ga Fahim. He's collabed with all these dope underground artists, and Unlearning 2 came out, gave that a listen. Yo, that song Nothing's Perfect on there is a classic hip hop record. We're gonna look back at that 5-10 years from now and be like, wow. Let's look. Let's listen. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all,
You
man.
can tell that they got it if you know exactly who they
Evidence is
are
the
in the first
fucking
20
man.
seconds of their record.
I write my
My
best
best
when
when
I'm
I'm
late
late
to
to
be.
be.
Somewhere else the game
has
is taking
taken
me.
me.
Before they had
Head
planes for me, trains and automobiles, priorities
priorities
are wavering.
wavering.
I'm shaky at best. I don't write it unless it
I
write
write
itself.
itself.
There's no one like
Like
myself.
myself,
There's no one like you either.
despite
Despite what they might sell.
Yo, nothing's perfect. If it is, it's on the surface. Nothing to see here. Yeah, so easily one of the best rap albums that came out this year. I had to give this a mention. Another reason why I had to go 20 songs. So number 19 on Learning Volume 2. Y'all definitely go peep that. Plans Change is very dope as well. So moving on. We got 20, we got 19. My 18th favorite hip hop album of the year. I'm gonna give it to Wale. Everything is a Lot. I know. Most of y'all got this top 10, even top 5. I've seen it on people's lists. It's a great record. I love it. I do. Just hasn't resonated with me enough where I would put it top 10, top 5. But I think Wale is dope. I've always been a Wale fan. When I saw him on Pray for Paris on French Toast, is this song called French Toast? French Toast, but y'all don't call it French Toast. I was like, yo, like seeing that those worlds collab like that was dope to see, and Wale sounds good as ever. Listen, Wale is one of the blog era goats, so it's really dope to see him getting his well-deserved respect these days, despite the Kai Cenat situation. I think that was a little bit blown out of proportion, and I hope he's not feeling too crazy about that because Kai's a young kid, but Wale is definitely one of the ones, and it's dope to see that he has career longevity in mind, and we're here for it, man. So would love to hear some more from him, but Everything is a Lot, very dope record. I got it at 18. Number 17, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Silk Money, and bear with me here. Who waters the wilting giving tree once the leaves dry up and fruits no longer bear? Is the entire title of the album. Who waters the wilting giving tree once the leaves dry up and fruits no longer bear? Long ass title. I looked back at his. I found Silk Money this year. Like just stumbled upon him. His album dropped in July, I believe. And man, the first listen, I was in like instantly like, I need to hear the next song. I need to hear the next song. Like it was one of those projects where it's like he's one of those artists. Like it's abstract, it's aggressive rap for sure, and it's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea. I know that for sure. But man, when I heard it personally, like it's like I needed to hear more, and then I ran it back about two, three, four more times. It was almost the same as like it reminded me of when I heard Reasonable Drought for the first time by Stove God Cooks, where I just had to keep running it back. And this Silk Money album's no by no means even close to that, but just like the impact that I had that first listen, I just kept running it back. And a couple of those songs were like some of my most listened to songs this year, and I listened to a lot of music. So I got to give it to Silk Money. I never even heard of this dude before I heard the album. But you know when you start an album and the artist just exudes this type of confidence and cadence that just like it just hooks you in, and the production is also top tier, fantastic. So once I heard it, I was like, I gotta show my friends this. I gotta put people on, man. Am I tripping? Like this is super fire. It just leaves you hanging on to every word. Like you need to hear every punchline. Like you just dying to hear the next line and the next line and then the next song. It's like, what else is he gonna say? So shout out to Silk Money, fantastic project. I went back into your catalog a little bit after that, and I'm excited for more. So 16, I'm gonna give it to Balloonerism. R.I.P. to Mac Miller. Shout out to Mac Miller's estate. Man, the way that his family has handled, and I've said this before on this channel, so not gonna milk it, but the way his estate has handled his music uh, since his untimely death in 2018 has been just nothing short of like remarkable, and nothing short of admirable. Like it really like my God, they put extreme delicacy and care into each release, and there's so much intention behind it, and that's how Mac moved. Like that's how Mac He's said this in multiple interviews too. Like he wants his music to stand the test of time. He's not going for radio hits. He's not going for the best streaming numbers. Like he really wanted his music to have an impact, and he created so much of it in 26 years of life. Like it's just so crazy. So, and of course, they dropped Balloonerism like January 17th, 16th, whatever that weekend is, or the weekend of his birthday, which is also, the weekend of my mom's passing. So every Mac release just hits me in such a different way. And, I really wish I could put it higher. It's an album that was really created back in like 2013, 2012, whenever that was. So it's a long time. So, but it sounds amazing and it stands up with every single project that's released this year. So gotta show some love to Mac. So 16 Balloonerism for sure. For sure. All right. Top 15. We're down to the top 15. Number 15. No, as much of a hip hop purist as I am, I gotta go Playboy Cardi's I Am Music. I gotta throw this on the list. Not because of the hype behind it, but just because of the genre changing like risks that this man takes. And he delivers. Like his fans fucking begging for music, and it was a long time. Like Whole Lot of Red dropped 2020. I Am Music didn't come out till 2025. Like that's a long time, man. And I think leading up to the release date, I remember it very clearly. It was supposed to drop at midnight, did not drop at midnight. It was supposed to drop at 2 or 3 a.m., did not drop at 3 a.m. I was like, I'm going to bed, man. I was just starting my reaction channel. And I wake up early. This motherfucker dropped at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Eastern. So I'm like, all right. So I did react to it. I listened to it, but I ended up not releasing the video on YouTube. You're not gonna see it on my channel. But that first listen experience was fantastic. I love when artists hide the features. He did tease the features beforehand on social media, like an hour or two before. He was like, "Yo, this list," but he blurred out a couple names, right? Man, when I heard Kendrick Lamar pop up on Mojo Jojo, I was like, "What?" And then he popped up on two more songs. You got Kendrick Lamar fresh off of the biggest beef in rap history at the height of his career, just did the Super Bowl, hopping on three Playboy Cardi songs. I'm very anticipated. So, how many heads he got to take to level his aesthetic, man? I mean, but Kendrick aside, man, I do really enjoy a lot of those songs. I think Rather Lie with The Weeknd should have been a way bigger song. I really wish they pushed that more because that really could have been a smash. There's something about The Weeknd that, like, I really think the industry has it out for him. I don't know what the hell it is. One of the biggest artists of all time in the world, but yet he doesn't get any Grammy nominations. He doesn't get any Grammy recognition. I mean, last year they tried to apologize and have him perform, and then look what they did this year. Spun around and gave him nothing. Hurry Up Tomorrow was a dope album. And Rather Lie, Playboy didn't get any recognition this year either. And I understand it's not boom bap rap, but he deserves his place on this list, and I'm giving it to him. So I Am Music, number 15. You could probably I wouldn't even be mad if people had to hire him. It's a great album. A lot of Playboy is like one of those artists you got to go see live, and yeah, and you'll probably understand, or you gotta listen to it in the gym or something. But so 15, I Am Music. Shout out to Playboy. A lot of songs I go back to is Good Credit, The Fine Shit, Cocaine Nose, and Rather Lie, which I was saying, which that should have been a way bigger song. So 14, I am going Little Sims, Lotus. I know a lot of people are going to be happy to hear that album on there. I absolutely love Little Sims. I am a new Little Sims fan. I came onto her this year, and I know that she has a classic album. Sometimes I Might Be Introvert. I still haven't dove into that album yet. I really haven't. I'm going to be honest. I've heard a couple songs here and there, uh, but she dropped a Lotus, I believe, on the same day as a few other major artists, and I just remember being excited for her because there's something about her where like she is up and coming, like she's a star, and she's UK based, so she's not from the States. So a lot of people watching this video, think I have a lot of most of my subscribers are in the United States, but Little Sims, man, if you're not in tune with Little Sims, bro, Yo, like this Lotus album, it's 13 songs, 49 minutes. As a new Little Sims fan, I thoroughly enjoyed this project. I still go back to a few of these songs. I do understand like a main concept of it. It has to do with like one of her former collaborators with like one of her producers or whatever it is. I don't have the name off the top of my head. I don't even want to act like I know the drama and the tea and everything behind that, but like I hear it in the lyrics and the songs, and I did a little bit of research so I can understand what's going on, and I've learned it from some other reactors as well. But like, man, the way Little Sims put this project together, I think Blood is one of the best songs of the year. And the first time I heard it, I literally cried. Um, so when a song does that to me, like I'm automatically putting your album on a higher pedestal, and I'm gonna dissect it with an even more critical point of view. And just that record, Blood, is like it's a back and forth with this artist who's supposed to be her brother, and they're just both throwing jabs at each other of why. Like, no, you're wrong. No, you're wrong. Like, oh, you never call mom. It's just such a good love music like that, man. It evokes those type of emotions. So, shout out to Little Sims. I probably should have even put this album even higher, but shout out to Sims, man. Number 13, I'm going Coldest Profession by DJ Premier and Rock Marciano. Let me show y'all. And I'm not saying this because I'm biased, but I did get this signed by DJ Premier. The fucking GOAT, man. He did a meet and greet in New York City a couple days ago. You know I have to get this. So, A Coldest Profession. It's a quick 8-song EP between two literal legends, Rock Marciano and DJ Premier. You could make an argument that these are the two underground goats. Whether that's you could say they're the two underground goat producers, like for real. DJ Premier has done so much for this game and for the culture and for life that you can't really call him underground anymore. But Rock Marciano, you could also make that same argument, but I just think the fact that they got together and made this EP and released it and pressed it on vinyl and CDs and different variants and actually did the thing, man, you got to really commemorate stuff like that. And it's a momentous occasion. I don't care if it's a 5-song EP. It's 8 songs. Like, and they're really fucking good. Like, good to go. Execution style. Man, like execution style, I think he had like 3 verses on there, like going crazy. I reacted to it on my channel. Go watch that video. My mind was like blown. And Glory Hole was one of the illest rap songs of the year. So definitely had to put that on the list. Maybe in hindsight, maybe I'd put Lotus before it, but I'm sticking on it. I'm standing 10 toes, man. I made this list. I gotta stand on it. So Coldest Profession is number 13. Okay, my number 12 favorite hip hop album of the year. I'm giving it to Lonely at the Top by Joey Badass. Now, I know a lot of people in the hip hop community were very disappointed in this project. I hear you. I do. But I also don't. And I also think most of y'all are biased. Joey Badass is a legend in hip hop, and we're not gonna pretend like he's not. I think a lot of feathers got ruffled when he dropped that song the first day of the year, The Ruler's Back, and when he said too much West Coast dick licking. I think a lot of people got upset about that, and I think that interfered with their ability to give non-biased commentary on the things that ensued after that, like the battle with Rayvon, the battle with Daylight. I don't think folks fuck with the East Coast, and I'm fine with it. I push the line with it. So Lonely at the Top, man, it's actually a really, really solid project. It's by no means his best project. 1999 is his best project. Obviously, his magnum opus. I think 2000 is a good project, but Lonely at the Top, man. Forget the fact that Joey had a phenomenal year, and but I just think the album has a lot of highs. Like Superfly, I really wish he pushed that record a little bit more, put a little bit more oomph into it. I think they did a music video, but it should have been a single. And because that style of Joey was like, I want to say Speeding Through the Rain and Lonely at the Top are classic Joey records. And I think that not only have I, I've ran those songs back so many times this year, but I think once we move forward, get a couple years down the line, like we're gonna look back at some of those records and be like, wow, Joey, Joey's like that, man. He evokes those emotions. He spits. He pays homage, like the guru homage on Lonely at the Top. Lonely at the top, but whatever you do, you always gotta watch, mother. You know what I'm saying? So love the interpolations. Love Joey's love for hip hop. And East Coast stand up, man. Come on, pro era. So we're gonna go to 11. My 11th favorite album of the year. I'm gonna give it to Showbiz by Mike. Now, I was kind of between Showbiz and Pinball 2 because low key, low key, low key, I love Mike over the trap shit a lot more. But man, I span Showbiz back again and again. And first of all, the album art is phenomenal. It's one of the best album covers this decade. Like, look at this art. This is one of the best album covers of the decade. I'm sorry. I need this on vinyl. I know they pressed like an alternate cover. I don't want that cover. I want this one. Favorite songs being Clown of the Class.
You know you really pray when they circle and you feel the thirst. I gotta flip the page, put a word in it. I'm still a word, grown from the pains, but it's permanent. It hurt, you couldn't hold the weight. A nigga working with it, still exert. Above the flames, I was hurtling the ceiling.
Ah! Water Down. Water Down. You water with. Man in the Mirror, bro. Like, this is such a good album. My only gripe would be like 24 songs. His music, his songs are so short that it's like okay, but 24, you're kind of pushing it. And then he went on Tiny Desk and performed it, so that's bonus points. So shout out to Mike. I really like Pinball 2, maybe more. So 11, I'm gonna go Showbiz / Pinball 2 because Mike deserves a placement on this list, and both albums are phenomenal. So okay, we're at the top 10 now. Listen, if you don't agree, please. I need every comment. I want every single comment. If you disagree with me heavily, put it in the comments. If you agree with me heavily, throw it in the comments. If you think I missed an album, an artist I got a peep that should be up here, leave a comment. So we're gonna start the top 10. This is where it gets tricky. All right, number 10. Mick Jenkins, Murder of Crows. Mick Jenkins and Emil, Murder of Crows, man. Such a phenomenal project. Short, sweet, also not even that short, like 30 minutes. 11 songs. Phenomenal wordplay and production throughout. You got multiple fantastic music videos. And it's just Mick. It's Mick Jenkins, man. I ain't doing no more. I should have put him higher just to really piss people off because he Mick, I think, is going to have a crazy 2026, and I think he's going to have an even better 2027. We're looking a little too far ahead, but I really do think Mick is going to break through very, very soon. And he already has like a super solid fan base. Like, we love Mick. Any fan of Mick, we love him. We know this. So, standout tracks for me, words I should have said, Workers' Comp, Pundits, talking about the game, never played the game, Dead Stock, and Coco Golf. Well, I mean, I'm naming a lot, but those songs I just kept going back to all year. Phenomenal wordplay. They get you thinking. You learn stuff listening to Mick Jenkins, man. So if you haven't heard a single Mick Jenkins song, you better go listen to him, man. You sleep. Sleep. Okay, so number 9, my 9th favorite project of the hip hop realm is gonna go to Mobb Deep's Infinite. A shout out to Havoc, shout out to Alchemist, and shout out to Prodigy. RIP to the God. RIP Pandana P. Man, what Mass Appeal did this year will be literally studied, broken down, and they're gonna strive to achieve what they did in a calendar year. Man, putting out 7 albums from 7 legendary hip hop acts. With Infinite, Mobb Deep being one of the best ones, and the main rapper isn't even alive. but he left so much music, so much content behind, and the way that they put it all together, and then they delivered beyond. I wasn't even. I was shocked. I was shocked. I knew if Havoc and Alchemist had their hands on it, it was gonna be like that. But when you sit down and listen to the project, it's like, wow, you really want to cry. Like it's crazy the care and attention they put into it, and the way that they morphed every concept around what Prodigy was talking about. It's just the features they added, like Georgia Smith getting her. They get her. I'm tripping. Yeah, they did. They got her. They got Georgia Smith. They got clips on there, man. Yo, you gotta stop playing, bro. Standout tracks for me on Infinite. I gotta say, Look at Me with clips. I gotta say, Against the World, the intro. That's a classic song. Mr. Magic, Score Points. Man, I mean, the whole thing, man. My Era. Mobb Deep, one of my favorite groups of all time. So getting a new Mobb Deep album this year was like, I mean, so many prayers were answered this year. So it's an honor, man. Glad to be here to listen to this and consume all this because a lot of people didn't get to witness this. So 2025 is such a legendary year, man. All right, I got 8 more albums I had to squeeze in this list, so y'all gotta bear with me, all right? My 8th favorite hip hop album of the year, I gotta give it to Heels Have Eyes 2. Now, this is another one where I'm gonna put a slash. You could go Heels Have Eyes 2, you could go Heels Have Eyes 3. You wanna interchange those? I don't care. They both have multiple records that I go back to almost every single day. So I wasn't gonna put both of them up here. Try to do one artist each. So, but I'm gonna lean towards Heels Have Eyes 2 for a couple reasons. For the feature list, you have Mike on here, and hearing Mike was like, the features were hidden when this album came out, and I reacted to it. You can see it. You can go watch that. You got Sky Zoo on here. You got Stove God, Benny. Phenomenal features, phenomenal songs. It really sucks what happened with the WWE and all the album covers got changed. I think these ones are cool. Um, blood. I'm not crazy about blood on album covers, but it's dope. And I want to make a quick note about Brother Tom SOS. I really do like him musically, but he's out here scamming fans, and he's scamming people on Twitter. He's trying to scam people on Instagram. He's scamming people with, yo, send me money, let's work, let's do a verse. Bro, you go on Reddit, you see all these people complaining, crying like, bro, this dude is taking money, not delivering shit. So very hard to respect that, and leaves a very foul taste, like a very sour taste. Like, bro, you work with West Side Gun. Why are you scamming people, bro? Use your fucking influence and these opportunities to establish yourself as a legit artist, bro. Like me, when I hear shit like that, I don't want to listen. I don't even want to listen to you, bro. I want to skip all your verses when I hear shit like that. And I think you're dope. You got hella talent, man, but you got to address that shit. Brother Tom's got to address that shit. West Side Gun might have to push him out the door. Like, yo, bro, you got to say something. If y'all listen, like, I'm a fan, but I don't overlook shit like that. So, but West Side Gun deserves a placement on this list. Absolutely, man. Fly Guy. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Number 7. I'm going light years, man. I'm going light years. DJ Premier and Nas. 7th best hip hop album of the year. You could probably even put it higher. When we look back at a few years from now, we probably will. But I mean, it just came out 2 weeks ago. There's a reason I waited on this video because I knew that that album was coming out end of December, mid December. So I it's one of the best albums of the year. It is. It's one of the best hip hop albums of the year. You can fight me on that. I think it will be nominated for a Grammy next year. And I'm not saying the Grammys are the end all be all, but I really do think it's that good. When you really go back and listen, like Nas did his 90s, it was his 90s Nas on here, man. I ain't gonna lie, man, but he's 2025 Nas also with more experience, more money, more knowledge, more collaborators, more humbleness, just more everything, more life. Like the shit this dude's been through, and he's still putting out incredible music like this, man. You just gotta salute it. Not only is this an album that was 30 years in the making, but it's an album that absolutely delivered from two hip hop legends. You cannot write hip hop without these two. You can't. You have my favorite rapper, and Nas is probably in most people's top five. Like, if he's not in your top five, who do you have above him? And DJ Premier is in my top three, four producers ever. And if you don't have DJ Premier in your top five hip hop producers, who do you have above him? Let me know. Let me know down below. I don't care if you think it didn't hit the first listen. You got to know Nas and you got to know DJ Premier. I think they exceeded every single expectation with songs like Madman. Pause tapes has been my shit the last few days. Writers, the song completely dedicated to graffiti artists. My one gripe with that song is Nas goes for way too long at the end, just like talking. Whatever. He's got to shout. There's too many artists. He wanted to shout everybody out. Then you have Sons, which literally made me cry. If you go watch my reaction, It's Time with the Steve Miller Band. You know what's crazy? The next day, I'm shopping, Christmas shopping, and I hear the Steve Miller Band song playing. I don't remember the name of it. And I'm like, oh shit, they're playing the new Nas, but it was actually the sample that Primo took from the Steve Miller song. So just crazy. Nasty Esco Nazir, one of Nas's best songs, in my opinion. I love it. To get something like that in 2025, the Bouquet to the Ladies track. I can't say enough about this album. Um, there's a couple misses for me. I'm really trying to like New York State of Mind Part 3, and I'm really trying to like Welcome to the Underground, but those two just don't do it for me right now. But outside of those two, man, I just think it's a flawless project, and Nas is Nas is my go, so I'm biased. But shouldn't even have to be biased for that. And yes, DJ Premier, sign this shit. What? All right, y'all. I'm not used to talking this much. There's a lot. We're at 6. All right, number 6, JID. God Does Like Ugly. Okay, I know it's nominated for a Grammy this year, regarded as one of the best albums of the year. Of course, JID deserves those flowers. It is. It is one of the best hip hop albums of the year. Listen, from the fact that the features were hidden, just an amazing first listen experience. I also reacted to that. I don't mean to keep plugging myself, but go watch that shit. Because when those features came in, I was like, and those are the time. That's why we react, right? That's why we're out here reacting, and shit like that. So when you feed the hip hop fans like that, man, we appreciate it. Hide the features. I know you want to sell your records. You want to sell 100, 300K. You want to go number one, but fuck all that, man. Hide the features, man. That first listening experience is everything. Everything. Being surprised like that is so dope. When I heard Pusha T come in on Community. So, JID, God Does Like Ugly. Not much has to be said, man. From songs like Of Blue, K Word, Community. And there's a couple misses as well. Like for me personally, wasn't big on the Sierra joint. Wasn't big. I love hearing West Side Gun open the album. That was like a complete like. I know a lot of people didn't like the Don Toliver record. I like that one. No Boo with Jesse Reyes, man. Like, look at this track list, bro. JID is on his way, man. He is. So JID number 6. Y'all go check that out. All right, number 5. I'm going Gollywog, Billy Woods. Probably the most underground record on my list outside of the Silk Money. I think, yeah, that's the most underground album on here for sure. Gollywog. Listen, I only got a few things to say about this. This right here is Gollywog, which is a reimagining of Gollywog with Billy Woods, but produced by August Fanon or Fanon Fanon. And they pretty much remix the whole album with different beats and structures. So I never seen anything like that done in a year by a hip hop artist with an album that they dropped. So that's but Gollywog, let me pull it out. This record right here is absolutely horrifying. It's horrifying. Yeah, the first time I heard that, I had two headphones in. It was late at night. I had just taken an edible. I smoked a little bit. And I was talking to my boy Christian about it because I just sent it to him. I thought he would like it too. I was freaking out. There's some songs on there and I was just like, don't trust anyone. It's like, bro, y'all don't need to go listen to that with two headphones in the dark. It's horrifying. I've never sat down and listened to an album all the way through and had a feeling like that. So that's why I'm putting it at number 5. I think it's easily one of the best albums I've heard in a while, in terms of the emotions that it evoked and the just overall, like, just the experience, the listening experience is like, and there's songs I go back to every day, like Misery. I listen to that shit every day. Born Alone, I love that song. Let me put y'all on. Listen.
Re-up on bad dreams, bag up strings and 50 said he re-up on bad dreams, bag up strings and 50 said he number one fan like Misery and Misery love company with them titties she never unaccompanied and she not going home with a pumpkin. If it's a tight squeeze, Brody, you the one thumbing. Please believe. She got a lover and a husband. She got a summons for sex in public and laugh, telling the stories. She laughed from her stomach. I love it. Covering her mouth, dainty like she in a painting daydream. Those nails raking, full moon. She came to me already wet with sex. Next.
All right, my fault, y'all. And then you have.
I must be getting old or something.
Listen to this shit.
Turn it up.
Listen to this shit. Don't trust anyone.
Watch my mother cry from the top of the stairs.
That's the beat. She's crying. Like, at first it's like, well, why the fuck would I want to listen to that? Bro, listen to the album. It's one of the sickest album experiences you will ever. I'm telling you. This should be higher. It should be higher, but we're gonna keep it going, man. Born Alone. I listen to this song almost every day. Fucking love this shit. It's Kenny Segal. You already know it's classic.
Dead man shoes, double dare you to rock them. Slip them on smooth, they gon' fit no problem. They always do. It's like they were made for your 2 feet. Kids laid out in the streets, no kicks, limbs askew. That's how they did my cousin in 86. Auntie saw it on the news.
Man. Born alone, die alone, no matter what your man's is. Hope he lived long enough to tell it to his grandkids. Man. Yo. I probably should have put this higher, man. This might be top 3 of the year. I love this album so much. All right. 4th best hip hop album of the year. Life is Beautiful, man. Life is Beautiful, man. There's a few reasons why I have this top 4. I think one, just a very unexpected collab between 2 Chainz and Larry June, an Alchemist production throughout. 2 artists that you know could spit, but you would never really like put them together in your head like creatively. But so the fact that this happened is so sick. I think you got classic records on there. Like the song, the album title song, Life is Beautiful, classic record. Bad Choices, I think, is a freaking beautiful song. I really, really like Generation. And then when 2 Chainz said, I forget about my ex, just like Mexico. Come on, bro. 2 Chainz, man, you kidding me? Come on, bro. So Life is Beautiful is definitely a top 4 record of the year. Number 3, Token of Appreciation by Boldy James. Now, a lot of y'all might not even know about this album. If you do, shout out to you. I salute you. Man, this came out February this year. Boldy James put out maybe 9 more albums since then. This is easily the best one that he released. Produced entirely by Chuck Strangers, mixed and mastered by Alchemist. This is one of Boldy James' best albums. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. Just listen to
Who say CFA?
Welcome to Creature World.
Mr. Jax.
like, come on, bro. That song is gonna live forever. This album, I think, is being very underappreciated, which ironically the album is called Token of Appreciation. But that's just because Boldy drops way too much music. Like, he dropped 3 albums with Nick Craven this year. And none of them were as good as this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Craven. I fuck with you heavy, but this is one of Boldy's best albums, and this is easily one of the best hip hop rap albums that came out this year. Please, if you haven't heard it, please, take 30 minutes out of your day and go listen to it, and let me know what you think. Please, it's so good. It's so good. Top 2 shouldn't be too hard. Top 2, number 2, I'm going Alfredo 2. Alfredo 2, Alfredo 2. Not much I gotta say about this album, man. Let me pull it up. Alfredo 2, man. Come on, look at these guys. I mean, what else is there to say other than 2 hip hop legends at their absolute peak? And not only do they drop an outstanding follow up to Alfredo 1, which was Grammy nominated, Alfredo 2 didn't get any Grammy nominations for some reason. I just think between the production, Freddie's flows, consistency, the features, it's not only was it one of the most anticipated as soon as it was announced, it lived completely up to the hype. But when you live up to that type of hype, you deserve to be very, very high up on the list. And when you're a heavyweight like those guys are, it's a no-brainer, man. So Alfredo 2, second best hip hop album of the year, without question. Now, do I even need to deep dive into number 1? Number 1, we're going to let God sort them out. The long-awaited return of Clips, Pusha T, and Malice. The only thing I'm going to say about this album, and it's so obvious why it's number 1, it's nominated for, okay, before I even get into that, it's nominated for Album of the Year. Not Rap Album of the Year, Album of the Year at the Grammys. You know how fucking hard that is? I don't think rap's ever won has ever won Album of the Year. Maybe Lauryn Hill, but listen, as somebody who was kind of sleeping on Clips, like I was a Pusha fan, Pusha T fan for sure. But Clips was a little bit before, like early 2000s. I was listening to 50 Cent, I was listening to The Game, and I was listening to like Akon. Anything I could get a CD, but Clips wasn't really on my radar on Long Island like that. So, man, to hear this album as soon as it came out, every single verse leaves you wanting more. You need to hear the next verse. What is he about to say? Every punchline. Like, when an album is like that, man, and then you can just keep going back to it and back to it and back to it, like, and you keep finding new shit. Like, I think what Clips did this year was absolutely incredible. I think they absolutely deserve all the flowers they're getting this year. And it was dope to see, and I'm glad, so glad that they got to put hip hop fans like me that are so thoroughly invested into hip hop, that still have so much learning and catching up to do, that they could do this and make such an impact in such a crowded year with so much pressure too. And I think they killed it every aspect of it. So my number 1 rap album of the year, man. Got an hour-long video here. I'm winded. I never talked this much in the video, so hey man, I hope y'all like it. 2025 was an absolutely beautiful year for hip-hop, and I'm so excited to see where it goes in 2026, man. J.Rose here is one love. Let me know what you think I missed on. Let me know what you think I hit on. And let me know, like, please, if I put you on to anything, if you're like, wow, I didn't know, like, Silk Money, I didn't know Boldy, like, please let me know, man. I love hearing stuff like that. And I feel like I should list some honorable mentions before I get out of here. So I will. Magic Alive, McKinley Dixon was dope. I'm not as into it as everybody else is. I'm trying, but it's not doing it for me. Black British Music, I heard was really, really good. I gave it one listen. I liked it. Didn't go back to it enough to even really try to consider it. And Navy Blue, The Sword of the Soaring. Really enjoyed that record. I probably would have put it top 15, top 20 if I sat with it a little bit longer. So off the top of my head, those are the 3 albums that I'm missing that I think deserve to be mentioned. And outside of that, man, I'm gone. Peace out, man. J.Rose, 2025.